Hey guys, I am live and I'm still setting up. Hey Percival. Percival's here. Not happy, but he is here. So I'll give you time to join me. Get a cup of tea and come on back. I'm just lighting some sandalwood incense. Which Percival did not like. Sorry, Pooper. And I need to add a book. Hey, namaste, guys. I'm still getting ready, so feel free to be getting ready as well. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm probably going to do it as a Q&A. So for those of you who just joined me, got some sandalwood incense. Get up there. Got the fire going. And I just want to set a nice ambiance for our time together. So I'm going to be puttering around. Even though I'm live, I'm puttering around. I'll be back. I'm going to get a book to raise the camera a little bit. Oh, what would raise that up? So type in the comments, hey, it's Vervain here, Yogini Viv. I'm still getting ready because a friend of mine distracted me and we went out to get some supplies. Here, I just want to make my camera a little bit higher. Let me know if you are, I'm really curious if you are in a city, suburbs, or rural. Just let me know that. And then I want to know how you're coping. So go ahead and put it in the chat. Hello, yes, hey, good to see you, Sally. I love when it's the name instead of the person's real name. But I am assuming her name is Sally. Okay, now my camera's crooked. Okay, so I need to get one more thing. I literally just got back, goddesses. We ran out to get some supplies and I'm like, then my friend wanted to get other stuff and I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be live at 1 o'clock. Just see. So get a cup of tea and get any questions ready. I don't think I'm actually going to talk about the spiritual significance of the pandemic. What I'm going to talk about maybe is just ways to cope with it. So let me know if you're living in a city, coping. Are you in the suburbs or are you rural? Okay. Suburbs. Okay. Yes. And let me know how it's going. Hope you like sandalwood. And we'll do a little meditation soon. I've got my meditation cushion, which I'm going to do a review of. My zabuton. The zabuton is the big mat underneath. Here, I'll hold it up to show you. Hello, hey, namaste. If you're just joining, go ahead and put whether you live in the city, suburbs, or the country. So this is the zabuton. It's the big mat you sit on. So I'm setting that up. And then the zafu is a meditation cushion. Okay. And come closer. So you guys know I just moved. You may not know, I just moved. And so with all this going on, yeah, here I am like chugging boxes and there's just lots of junk around me. mostly moving boxes and stuff. But I wanted you to be able to see the fire. And this thing, goddesses, it looks weird in the camera. Hold on. It's just one of those, there you can see, it's one of those fans to move the heat. So thank you for joining me for this fireside chat. Okay, Sally in the suburbs, yep. Anna, you're in the UK? Wow. Oh, that's so sweet of you to join me. You guys, isn't this beautiful that we can actually be together, like somebody all the way from Britain? I'm in the US, I am in upstate New York, and my lighting is horrible. I'm gonna still work on this. Okay, don't think I'm nutty for doing that. I have one overhead light here. I'm gonna go add another light here. Okay, I'll be right back. Get some tea or get some whiskey or whatever you want. I'll be back. Oh gosh. So yes, I just brought a couple of things I'll show. I'm going to do like a show and tell of what I'm using to stay balanced and stay calm. It's going to look like a lot of stuff. I'm not using all of them at once. So I'm so glad you're here. Do you like my fire? It is a soap, it's called soapstone, you guys. And it's, I get so like mesmerized by looking at a fire. I love sitting and looking at a fire. So soapstone, it stays warm. It's supposed to stay warm for a long period of time. So hi, Sally. Hi, Anna. We are okay. I'm doing meditation and listening to spiritual videos. Okay. Are you in Virginia? Sally, I think. Oh, and Lana, hi. You live in Trinidad in the town. Okay. That's so we have someone from England, from Trinidad, from Virginia, and I'm in New York State. And you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm still like, my lighting isn't good. I think I can do one more. And the light is behind me, you guys. There are these, this is my new place. So there are two doors, which is great. They let in some cold though, a little bit of cold, but the sun, a lot of the sun is behind me. So that's sort of the problem with my lighting. Let's see. All right. Well, just believe me, everything's just a little brighter than me. Okay. So tell me what you are doing. You're doing meditation and listening to spiritual videos. Yes. So I don't know if I feel almost not quite ready to talk about the spiritual reasons that I think this is happening. I feel like that's a bigger conversation, and I really wanted to prepare. So like I was saying, for those of you who joined me in the beginning, my friend where I'm now living, I have it's a house and there's three of us. And I have like the mother-in-law's apartment, even though I'm not the mother-in-law. And so we needed to go out and get some supplies. And yes, I actually, you guys, I had one of those masks, but I had my friend, because they're a bit of preppers, so they happen to have the N95, the mask with like the little piece here. So I was wearing that. I felt really kind of silly, but and I was like, people either think we're really prepared or really paranoid or both. So it wasn't me. I wasn't that prepared. It was my, like I said, my friends had this from when there was like MERS or something. So I am in a relatively small town. It's a college town, so a lot of the college students are gone. So yeah, in Virginia, Sally, town, so a lot of the college students are gone. So yeah, in Virginia, Sally, how are people holding up? Share in the live chat there on the side, and I see it on the side. Let's do a little centering together. So more folks come on, some may drop off, that's fine. Let's just do a little bit of centering. Okay? So come to sitting nice and tall. Let's bring one hand up to the heart center. So it doesn't matter. Bring one hand to your heart center and one hand to the belly. Now I kind of like the left hand. The left side is considered the feminine side of the body, the more yin side of the body. So I'm going to put that at my heart chakra. Okay? And take your right hand and just place it at your belly. Now don't get into judging yourself, because a lot in our Western society, there's this myth and this pressure to have like a completely flat belly. Don't worry about that. Take your right hand, just place that hand on your belly. And just being grateful for this day and for the fact that you are drawing breath in. So take some deep breaths with me now. Inhale. Belly should go out. Exhale. Go ahead and lower your eyes if you like. If you've suffered any trauma or that makes you uncomfortable, then you can keep your eyes up. It's okay. So just feeling now that we're joining our energy. Namaste for those who are just joining now. I just see the number pop up. We're just resting the left hand over the heart chakra, the feminine side of the body. It's the left side, the moon side of the body, the right hand on the abdomen. For the first few breaths, go ahead and blow the exhale out. Inhale through the nose. Hold it for a moment with me. Hold the breath, 2-3 seconds, blow it out. Yeah, do that a couple times. So in through the nose, hold it for about 3 seconds, and then blow it out through the mouth. And now just feel, goddesses, and any male guests as well, representing the divine masculine and the divine feminine here, coming together. Just feel that your energy is joining with those other beings. You're just sending out an energy, forming a circle with the women from Trinidad, from England, from many parts of the US. Share in the comments if you have not already. If you could, just share where you are joining us from, the sacred circle. And share whether you're in a city, suburbs, or rural area. I'm just curious. And now just feel your own breath. Feel the warmth of your own body, that heat, that aliveness. Feel the abdomen rising and falling. And feel your own heartbeat. Can you feel your heartbeat with your left hand? And go ahead and bring up a small smile. I'm so glad you are here. We are here together. And now when you're ready, you can just let the hands float back down to your lap. And then together, let's just do really simple stretches because we're sitting down. I'm sitting down. I'm not going to stand up. So just bring your shoulders up to your ears with me and circle them back and down and up and back and down. Good. And that should feel good. Nice, slow circle. So go forward and then bring them up, bring them way, way back and down. Okay. Good. Nice slow circles up. So welcome. Thank you for joining our sacred circle today. One more time, going in that direction. Okay. Now we're going to go in the other direction. We're going to go forward. So that feels weirder. Okay, so go back, up, and then round a little bit. Okay, do that a couple times. You can bring your elbows forward. So this starts to bring circulation through the shoulders. When we're tense, our shoulders get real tight. And then that, believe it or not, affects circulation through the neck and then up to the brain. Squeeze and bring it forward. Okay, good. You're gonna rub your hands together. You can blow in them to warm them up. And actually, I'm going to take a little bit of lotion, which I'm going to show you guys. Like I said, I have several things I'm going to show you. Just simple items to help with feeling calm. So just going to warm your hands up with me. So I'm just rubbing my palms together. I put an oil on my palms. I don't tend to use commercial moisturizers. Be aware. It was in my 20s that I really started to think about what are they putting in these things, and your skin to an extent breathes, right? Some things do pass through the skin. So think about, I try to put on my skin only things that are basically edible, okay? So that they would be safe inside your body. Okay. So we've warmed the palms, and let's just bring the thumbs in to the center of the chest. Sit up nice and tall. So, thank you so much for being here. Go ahead and put any questions that you have about staying calm during this crisis. So I am here in upstate New York, and as many of you know, New York State and I believe California, in terms of the US, have the most cases. I'm in a relatively small town. We have had a few cases though. As I said, it's a college town, and so it began with folks affiliated with some of the colleges. So the colleges have shut down where I am. Let me know what's going on in your state. I'd really love to know. So please go ahead and type that in the chat. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'll go ahead and start. I'm not going to talk today. I decided to wait on talking about the spiritual meaning of the pandemic. And I just really want to get my thoughts together more clearly. And I want to prepare before I share about that. Okay, so what I will talk about today is how to stay calm and less fear. So the first thing, my first recommendation, goddesses, is to namaste, welcome. If you're just joining, just tell me where you're from, what town, and is it a town, a city, or is it a rural area? Okay, and I apologize, my light isn't great. I'm in a really big space with a lot of sort of soft light. I really don't want to go again and try to get another little lamp. It's a little ways over there to put it on me, so I'm going to bring you a little bit closer. So I just wanted to share with you the ambiance of this nice warm fire and to let you know that you're not alone. So my first recommendation in terms of dealing with fear during this time, and of course that's very related to the root chakra, and there's nothing wrong with the root chakra. The root chakra isn't bad. I wanted to really add that. The root chakra, you guys, has positive and negative. So you can have sort of the positive side of a chakra or the negative side. The negative side of the root chakra is about survival fears. So yes, you may be really feeling like, you know, survival is threatened. And I know a lot of people are feeling that. Some of them are feeling that. So you don't want to give into that. So my first recommendation with that, with dealing with the fear during this, you know, pandemic, is just to turn off the media. Turn off the media once you have the information, goddess, right? Once you know the facts, you know what to do. go ahead and take your own steps to feel safe, but turn it off. Turn it off. What I've noticed is a lot of us don't realize when we're starting to get more fearful. If you're watching CNN all day, okay, if you put it on in the morning and then you just have it playing all day, that is a loop, right? And that loop causes you to basically, it's almost like, not brainwashing, I don't want to say brainwashing, but that's how we learn, right? That's how children learn, that's how adults learn, is repetition. So if you're going to watch the news over and over and keep hearing the news statistic and all of that negativity, and you're going to listen like all through the day, you're basically going to almost tint your mind. That's the way to think of it. It's like the mind can be clear and beautiful and bright, or it can take a coloration, and so it's almost like you're coloring it with fear. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So I would say, let me know in the comments, how many hours of media are you taking in? Are you taking in an hour a day, like morning and then in the night, or are you watching your news for like hours every day? Let me know in the comments. And I'm actually going to go get a lamp because it's bothering me, the light. I'll be right back. Okay, I got a lamp. I'm going to set that up so I can set it on a flat spot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Get some tea and come back. All right, guys, I've got it. Let me turn it on. Let me know if it makes a difference. Oh, that is better, I think. Right? Did that make a difference? Okay. My hair is all over the place. I had my hat on because it's still a little bit cool where I am. Okay, I think that's better. I think that's better. Okay, so let me read some of your comments. Yes, root chakra and sacral blocks. I don't watch TV and read papers. Oh, that's awesome. So you're surrounded by nature. That is wonderful. So I think that is Anna. Anna, nature is so healing. Again, I'm going to assume you're with me on this. I'm not going to assume that you don't understand that, because sensitive people like yourself, like my viewers, understand. Yesterday, I was starting to feel a little bit sick. One of my housemates actually watches the news nonstop. And we had to do something where I wasn't hearing it because I was actually able to hear it. And it was really bothering me. And then we just had a conversation, and she's filled with a lot of fear, you guys. And so my stomach became upset. Okay? So again, the body-mind connection that the West is now, maybe 10 years saying, oh, wow, there is a connection. All cultures knew that. So as we had this upsetting conversation about the virus, my stomach began to basically like a sour stomach, and I ended up starting to feel really sick. And what I did is I saw my cat, Percival, which some of you guys know, and he's actually sleeping on my bed right now. And he was laying in the sun like cats do, right? What do? Right? Watch a lot of animals. If they're not hunting, if they're not, actively defending themselves, what do animals do? They rest. So I went and laid in the sun, you guys, and I swear to you, within 10 minutes, the upset stomach subsided. It was amazing. And I actually also was starting to get like diarrhea. I know, too much information. And it was because I was upset, and I could feel I was upset, and I couldn't figure out how to really calm myself quickly because, as I said, this housemate had a lot of fear, and she was sharing all that with me and trying to kind of get me to be more fearful, literally. She thought I wasn't being serious enough about it. And so I lay in the sunshine within my home, but where the sun was coming in through this door, the porch door, and immediately, and I just let the rays of the sun, and that is considered yang. So it's a very healing, it's considered a masculine healing energy, the yang energy, like the sun is the ultimate yang, right? It really is. Without it, we would all be in trouble, right? Fire is yang. And my body, you guys, I just within 10 minutes felt so much better. I then did what I wanted to do and my whole mood shifted. The the stomach upset stopped, the diarrhea stopped. It just like nipped it in the bud, which is unusual, right? Typically we know that starts and we're going to have some problems. But so think about things like just going out into nature if you can. And that's why I ask where you are. So it's very important. Yeah. I'm not watching much media. Okay, Jean says, not watching much media, perhaps every other day or so, no longer than 30 minutes at a time. Awesome. Wow, that is really good. I'm going to close this. That is really good. And Sally's, okay. Yeah. So limit your media because, again, I'm not one of those people who, I think it's simplistic to blame the media for everything. The media is doing their job. Their job, like any business, is to get you to engage with them, right? If I sold cakes, I'm going to talk about cakes and I'm going to do everything I can to get you to come into my bakery and buy my cakes, right? And buy my cookies. So the media is reporting on, the more shocking something is, the more we will watch it. That's like human nature, right? That's like when you see you're driving on the highway and you see a crash and you're like, slow down. You're like, oh, what happened? You're like, and then you almost crash yourself because you're so nosy. So I'm just saying, so the media is just presenting what will get you to watch. And so it's like, the number, I don't even want to say, but this number now has happened because that will get you to watch them. That's what every business does, right? And in this paradigm that we live in. So yes, go out in nature as much as you can. Limit your media. Know what you need to know. I also realized I was watching world news and I literally didn't know what was happening in my neighborhood. I didn't know how many people had the virus. I didn't know anything locally. And I said, oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. So if anything, focus on your local area. Guys, find out like, okay, so what are restrictions there, or what is open, or maybe is there a place I could volunteer or whatever. Like just find out what's going on in your local community. So I think that is really important. So let me just close some. I have a video that it's a root chakra meditation and it's doing really well. And it's purple, like all my stuff is purple. And it says Corona fears on it, just root chakra meditation to calm fear. So check that out, please. If you haven't already, do check that out. Like it takes me hours and hours to make the video, to edit them. So please do check that out, and I think you'll love it. It's a very nice meditation. I will do more. Also in the comments, seriously, I want to know, I have a pad and I didn't have, oh, my pen is over there. I want to know what types of videos you would like. Do you want some affirmations? I was going to make some health affirmations videos. If you could put that in the comments under this video, not in the chat, that would be great. And the reason I'm asking you who are here live with me, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you. Put what types of videos you'd like, especially during this period. Put it below the video though. The reason for that is then folks who watch it later can up-click it. Like if you say I want affirmations for health, right? Somebody gives it another thumbs up, then I'll know, okay, more people want affirmations, okay? So not in live chat, but go, if you can, below the video and let me know, do you want a video on affirmations for health and well-being? Okay, so let me know that's your first choice. Or do you want other shorter meditations? I made a yoga video. It was 6 minutes of yoga. It's gotten about 100-something views, I think. But my friend said to me, he goes, people are they more want to just listen to something during this time. I don't know that they're really going to want to like do yoga. And I was like, oh, so let me know, would you like, because I thought it would be good, especially if you are staying in your home. And a lot of us in America are being told to stay in our home. Would you like short yoga videos? Okay, so let me know again in the comments. Like I said, guys, I don't like when my hair is too wild, but it's like doing its own thing. I'm gonna do a little twist here. Rastaman. Yeah, it's kind of wild. All right. And so what's the third choice? So affirmations for health and well-being, self-love. I have a lot of self-love. Check that out, because I do have a lot of those already. Let me know if you want short, like less than 10-minute yoga flows, okay? And I am still working on the chakra series. I have the root chakra videos out, root chakra yoga. I have sacral chakra yoga, and I have third chakra yoga. That's the newest one. Okay, so I will continue making those. So, oh, okay, yeah. Hi, Lana. Namaste. Lana, are you in a city dealing with the virus and this thing, or are you rural, or are you in the suburbs? And you guys, I'd love if you let me know sort of, not what restrictions, but how are you passing the time, I guess, is the best way to say it. So again, 3 tips: cut down on media, keep it minimal, and it looks like all of my folks who are here live with me are really keeping to 20 minutes to half hour a day. I think that's totally a good number, because you want to know what's going on, but at the same time, you're not getting like inundated and overwhelmed with the information. Oh, I don't want my fire to go out, guys. Open it from the side. I find if I open from the front, it's just tricky here. I don't want any smoke to come out of it. I don't want to, these times, I don't want to injure my lungs, okay? But I want it to burn a little bit bigger here. It'll come back up. Awesome. So thank you for joining me for my fireside chat. It's funny because you guys, it looks like you see a log of wood there, but I don't actually think. Let's give it some oxygen. Let's feed the fire there. Okay. Sorry, I really want it burning nicely. Okay, I'm gonna have to open. There we go. Here we go. So I'm gonna get some smoke. Watch out for smoke. And open that gate, get a little oxygen in there. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. Nice. So avoid media, limit your media exposure. And then, so I'm going to show you too some of the things that I have. And I'm looking, I have like 6 bottles, you guys. But essential oils, okay. I have some lavender here that I've had for a long time. In fact, you can kind of tell by the cap. The cap's a little bit dirty. Often this is because I use a lot of Ayurvedic oils, and I put the lavender in it, so then there'll be oil on my hand. But I have some lavender here. Right, so definitely for your toolkit, you want to have lavender. I mean, it is really a basic, I would say. For me, lavender essential oil for calm. There are several others. I love neroli, you guys. Is anybody out there, have you tried neroli? It's a little bit pricey. It is orange blossom, actually, and I have that. I'm going to show you. I showed this in one of my videos. I got this on Amazon. And so this is orange blossom water. And so it's not orange essential oil. It's the actual flower, right? And it is wonderful. So what's nice about this is from Morocco. And it is, it's the water. Okay, so how do I say that? It's not the actual essential oil. It's like when they do the distillation to pull the oil, they use water, and it's like steam, but it's fresh, like steam distilled. So this is orange blossom. You can get this on Amazon, and it's really nice to just spray on the face. It's really, really nice. And it smells really good. It's a really, really nice scent. Okay, so if you can get some neroli from Amazon. And like I said, it's good for the skin, but the essential oil aspect, the scent, So that's something you can get. I have lavender, so working with essential oils. Okay, let me know what your favorite essential oil is for stress. And then going more into, and I don't know a lot about this, but I got a hemp oil, and this seems to be very helpful for sleep. Let me know if any of you out there have used hemp oil. This was new to me, but one of my housemates is an older lady, and a friend of hers has a lot of physical pain, and so that woman told her the hemp oil, this is for internal, that helped her with her pain. And so my friend tried it. She didn't like it, right? She didn't like the hemp oil, you guys, so she gave it to me because she'd ordered like 3 bottles. So I'm just going to read it to you. It says it has 120,000 milligrams of hemp extract. I don't have any pain. I really don't generally have pain, partly because of the yoga and the meditation, I think in great part. But I found this helps with sleep, because lately with getting ready to move and just all of that stress, and I'm going to look at your comments in a second. Thank you. I found that this hemp oil actually works the best to put me to sleep. So, it's kind of like, what is this? Because I'm of the generation, well, hemp. I'm like, shake well, and you take 1 full dropper. So that has worked for me for sleep. Let me just stop and look at your comments here for a moment. Okay. Lavender, yes. Yes, Lana, I know. Lavender is, I believe in hospitals like in Germany and England, because of course they're a little more advanced than us in a lot of things that are complementary medicine. They actually either pump it in or use it with patients just to help them sleep. This has been scientifically, like they have tested it. Whatever the compounds are in lavender, they really do help with sleep and calm. Okay, so again, I'm very low tech. You can just open the bottle and smell this if you're really stressed, okay? You have to go out and you're really stressed during this crisis. So hemp oil is the second one, or the third one, and then I had the orange blossom. Okay, so lavender, orange blossom spray, and this is relatively inexpensive, and you can see it's a fairly large bottle. And like I said, it smells so good. You could spray this on like your linens, your bed sheet. If you're feeling really hot at night, ladies, maybe having like a hot flash, this just feels very cooling. You can spray it. You can spray it on your neck. And it's just really wonderful, the orange blossom. And then rub it your neck and the back of your neck. Okay, really good. Okay, so that's 3 things. Oh, I love rose geranium. Yes. Rose geranium is good. It can be a little strong for me because I think rose geranium is, is it rose geranium, so it is geranium, it's a type of geranium, or do you mean the blend of rose and like geranium together? I think you mean the geranium that's called, it's called rose geranium. I find it very strong, so I dilute it with like lavender and maybe an almond oil or something like that. Now getting into tinctures, okay. This is made for me by a friend. It is Vervain. Vervain. So it's an herbal. She grew the Vervain, I'm pretty sure, in her garden. So this is like completely made from scratch, you guys. She grew the plant and then extracted it. It has alcohol in it. She wrote 1 to 5, 50% ABR or something. And this also is very good for sleep, Vervain. Read about it, of course, check with your doctor. I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you some things that I'm using. So this is an herbal tincture, Vervain. Hemp oil, wow, I have problems sleeping. Yeah, try it, Anna. I'll tell you the actual brand. It's Hempable, 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 Hemp Oil Ultra Premium. And again, like I'm really not following like all the I'm gonna laugh, like the TCB and the TH3. Like I'm not following the sort of legal like marijuana derivatives. Like I'm not following that. But like I said, my friend had this, and she's like, she found it very oily because it is an oil, and they say hold it under your tongue for about 90 seconds. And I did. It's a little bit gross. It's almost like cod liver oil, the hemp oil. It's very oily, but you don't take very much. definitely helps with sleep. And again, Vervain, you can buy that. This was made for me by a friend with a dropper. And I have 2 more things to share with you. So let me know if you have any questions or tips to share with the community. Hey, namaste, if you're just joining us, how to be calm, how to feel good during this crisis, especially if you're stuck at home. And let me know if you're off of work. Let me know if you have stopped working. Okay, I really want to know that. Are you dealing with that loss of income? Now, me, as a self-employed person, things in massage therapy, literally now, I believe in New York State, they've said all non-essential, and of course, massage would not be considered essential, right? But of course, it's such a one-on-one service. It's me and another person, and I do shiatsu, which is done clothed, but you're right in the room with somebody, you are touching them. It's like Thai massage, similar to that, acupressure points, which I have some on my channel. I think I have some videos about immune points you may want to watch. So that had slowed down as the crisis was starting. So my income from that, I saw it like starting to go down. And then I made the decision, I don't think right now I'm going to work with people so closely, because you're in a little room, right? When you go for a massage, you're in a small room, it's a closed in room. People, they don't know if they have the flu or a cold or whatever. Now, typically in massage, for those of you, if you've ever gotten a massage or if you're a massage therapist, we are told not to work on anybody if they are sick. You generally don't want to. Like if it's a cold or flu, generally you don't want to anyway. So let me know if your income has been impacted. I would really be curious. It's okay to share that. So thank you, Anna. I think it's Crystal. Oh, from Norway. Oh my gosh. Hello from Norway and New Jersey. Yes. Yes, Jersey in the house. I grew up in New York City. So, yeah, Jersey. So Trinidad, New Jersey, England. I think a village in England. I'm in upstate New York, Finger Lakes. Let's see, where else? I love that. I love that you can connect with folks all over the world. And so at the end, I'll just mention these again. 2 more things. So Banyan Botanicals, you guys, is a wonderful company. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. Banyan, Banyan Botanicals. They sell Ayurvedic products. What these products are, a lot of them are formulated in the US, but they're based on Indian. So if you're into yoga, they're based on the ancient system of healing, which is called Ayurveda. This oil, oops, there's the price tag going, is called Sleep Easy Oil. Can you see that? Let me hold it up to the actual camera lens. Sleep Easy Oil, it's organic. And now this I would only recommend if you were in conjunction with other things, because it's an external oil. So the Sleep Easy Oil, you rub it at your temples, you put it on the solar plexus, where else did I say? To your head and the soles of the feet. So you give yourself a foot massage with this. And it does work, but what I'm saying is that it's fairly subtle. So if you have a stubborn case of insomnia, then you would need more than this, than the Sleep Easy Oil. Okay, but I do highly recommend it. And if you're very Vata people are people who are generally very thin. If you feel cold easily, you tend to be Vata. If your skin tends to be dry, that's a Vata indication. And also as we get older, we become more Vata. Think about it. Picture the same person in their youth, and then as they get older, typically people sort of get thinner and smaller, right? Some people gain a little bit of weight, but then when you get quite a bit older, they tend to start to get smaller and sort of shrink, right? So the Vata, most very thin people are Vata. Again, dry skin tends to be Vata. Trouble concentrating means you're Vata. So you could try the Sleep Easy Oil from Banyan Botanicals. Okay, so that's something else. And it says deep, restful sleep. I would use this in conjunction with something else. Okay, and the final thing that I personally am taking, and again, share what you're using to get to sleep. This was from my local herb shop. And again, like the Vervain, it's an herbal tincture and it's called Heart Tonic. And it calms the nervous system and soothes the heart while improving circulation. Now, again, this is herbal, so it's not even, what am I trying to say? It's not super subtle or super woo-woo. It does work. It's an herbal medicine. It's a mix of motherwort, hawthorn berries, and then some alcohol to preserve it and a little bit of honey. And so a lot of times when we can't sleep, goddess, believe it or not, it's a heart related, it's a subtle heart related, like we would say that the heart can't rest. And so I got this tonic and that's also very helpful. Okay, so share in the comments what you're using for stress levels at this point in time. Share with the community. And please, not in the live chat, but below this video, do it right now. Do you want me to make videos on affirmations for health and well-being? Do you want me to make affirmation videos about, I saw actually people have been searching for fear of dying. What do you want in terms of videos? I will be putting out more. I will be a little more active during this time because I basically am at home. Also, none of you guys are letting me know, are you having to stay at home? Did your job say stay at home? Please let me know. Because again, the more I know about the community, then I know what content to make. I don't want to make something about, I'm not going to make something about sailing, but you know what I mean. Something that's like the wrong thing. So lavender, yep. There's geranium and hemp oil. So I actually can't see the comments below are for people to vote on. So like if you put that you want videos on dealing with being at home alone and people click it up and I'll see like it has 4 likes, I'll be like, okay, people want to see a video on how to spend their time when they are home quarantined. And I am going to make a video on that most likely. Someone else did say she wants short yoga videos. I have one already that's really nice, by the fire. And I'm probably going to do some more. So if you have, now's the time, if you have any questions, if you have any questions at all, ask them now. And so, yeah, Anna, try the hemp oil if you can get it where you are. Let me see if I can see where Anna was from. Oh, she's in the UK. Yeah, stuff is, I want to say, I mean, of course, everybody's money situation is different, but through Amazon, a lot of things are fairly reasonable in the US. I don't know in the UK how much hemp oil. Like I said, I think my friend bought it, a package of 3, and I don't think it was that expensive, but I'm very sensitive, and this so far is the strongest natural sleep thing I have found is the hemp oil. It works for me better than the Vervain, and it works better than essential oils, and it works better than the heart. The heart tonic is more calming, but doesn't necessarily knock you out. So the hemp oil has been my go-to, dealing with moving, dealing with stress, you know, being in a new house, having all my stuff in boxes. That hemp oil has been the best. So any last questions? Jean Davis, I don't think it's open. Okay. We are working from home, school. It's closed. Okay, in Trinidad. Yeah, I have no idea because, of course, the U.S. media, thank you for sharing that. They do around the world, but I mean, obviously there's a lot of countries. So yeah, I didn't know what was happening in Trinidad. I am from Jamaica, so it's good to know what's happening with the islands. So we're working from home, yeah. I do think it's best, you guys. I mean, I actually love Italy very much. I've been to Italy twice, and it just saddens me. Of course, the whole thing is saddening, but to see Italy, you know, I think the last I read, there was like 800 people died that one day. And that is a lot. Again, because the virus is sort of unknown. You know, it's not like it's the regular flu where we know, okay, this amount of people get sick. I think it's the unknown that's causing a lot of fear for us. So who else? Is anybody else home from work that your work is closed and said, just stay home? If they said stay home, are you able to work from home? Or has your job just said, you know, we're closed for 2 weeks or 3 weeks? Let me know in the comments. Jean Davis, I don't think it's open. Please tell me, what don't you think is open? So any last questions before I sign off? I've been going actually for about 45 minutes. So if you have a question about how to stay calm, and also, so put that in the chat because that's where I can see it. And if you have ideas for videos, thank you so much for them. Put them below the video in the regular comment section on YouTube, like in that below the video area. Okay, let's see, I'm just gonna check one last time. Yeah, the comment section for the video. My age has not been going out, okay. Okay, Sally, so you fall into that age group. Yeah, one of my housemates is actually falls into that age group, and so she is very cautious. And of course, she wants us to be cautious because the thing is, me and and my other friend, we're less worried about catching it ourselves. But yeah, I don't want to pass anything on to someone. That is just not right. So yeah. So Jean, yeah, I can't see the comment section right now. So, but I will look because that's where I'm going to look for video ideas. So thank you. Thank you. Jean or Jean, I don't know. How is that pronounced? So it was so lovely to be here with you, again, to share with you these items. I may go look them up on Amazon if you're interested. Oh, schools and restaurants? Okay. Schools and restaurants are closed. Sally's saying schools and restaurant. She just says schools and restaurants, so I assume that means schools and restaurants are closed. I mean, big gathering places. Do you really want like your server in the back sneezing on your food? I know some people have always worried about that, right? They always worry when they eat out, like what do they do in the back? I've never particularly worried about that. But, in this time, yeah, somebody, as we said, could be asymptomatic, which is the regular flu is the same way, I believe. It can pass before they even know they're sick. So yeah, schools and restaurants are closed. Yeah, it makes sense. If I ran a restaurant, I would really immediately hook up with food delivery and just deliver it and leave it outside for the person. Like, I think a lot of restaurants are starting to do that. One of my favorite restaurants in my town, you guys, has wonderful Mexican food, and they've always delivered. So they're like pretty much a delivery place. Nice spicy food, very flavorful. And so, I think that they'll be able to continue to thrive. So to close, I think just remain calm, but don't let fear take over, because when fear takes over, that actually affects the immune system, right? So we want our immune system to be strong. And we want to, I think there are a lot of positives to this time. I'm going to probably record a video, again, like I said, of ways to spend your time that are part of why I think that this is happening. I think there are spiritual reasons this is happening. And as I said, I just wanted to be more prepared to talk about that, so I didn't talk about that in this video. But I will be putting out videos at least twice a week now that I finished moving. That was why I missed a couple days. I usually put out videos midweek and on the weekends, just so you know, midweek. So Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, and on the weekends. So I thank you so much for supporting the channel, for being here, and take a nice deep breath in with me. Just know that you are blessed, you are protected, and just have faith and trust, prayer, meditation. Start doing some yoga. In fact, I was going to kind of go off on a rant, and I'll add it here. If you are not doing something like yoga or Tai Chi, some sort of physical practice that is spiritual, if you are not meditating, then this is not the channel for you, because you need to start these practices. We are being shown we need to have our intelligence, we need to have our intuition, and both have been shown they actually help with your health. They really do. Meditation, because it calms, it lowers your blood pressure. You will feel different, even if you don't think you were successful at meditating. That's the other thing. Don't feel like you're not successful at meditating. Just try it. I have lots of videos on here. Go to my homepage. You'll see I have meditations, a whole series of videos. Just check them out. I have another series that's like meditation for busy women that are really short videos. So there's a lot here for you already. And I will be making videos at least twice a week during this time especially. Again, before I close out, tell me in the comments below what types of videos you'd like while you're stuck at home. If you're working from home, do you want little stretches, which is what I did in my last video. I was like, different stretches you can do. Because again, like if you're sitting at a desk, you guys, this is what starts to happen. Your head goes forward and your shoulders round. So in my last video, check it out, the yoga one, I had some stretches to sort of open up the chest, open up the shoulders, okay? So, and that's important because again, it's your lungs, so more blood circulation. So thank you, yes, thank you, Jean or Jean, I'm not sure. Thank you, Lana. Thank you, Crystal, thank you, Sally. Bye. Be well, enjoy your afternoon, and get out in nature. Mwah. Stay blessed, stay blessed.